is Asinine Radio. This is the episode where every week we listen to one band, we listen to all of their records, and we rank them from worst to best, and we try to have a good time doing it. We give our biggest banger and stinker from each of them. And if you didn't already know, my name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. So this week we are doing Blondie. They have 11 records, so we rank them, like I said, from worst to best. And then at the end, we're going to give our top 10 best Blondie songs, our favorite Blondie songs at the very end. So we actually forgot to do that with Motorhead last week, I think. I think we forgot to do our top 10 last week.
Oh, who even fucking cares? I'm so tired. I'm so fucking glad we're done with Motorhead.
That was a fun. I had a great time that week. I had a great time.
That week was the most difficult I think I've ever had at finishing a discography.
Shut up. Settle down, man.
Fucking hell, man. That band is just so mid. Their music is like, oh.
Okay.
Talk about fucking
guy.
vanilla. The kings of vanilla.
Okay, guy.
King, they invented vanilla.
So like I said, we're doing Blondie, 11 records. Yes, we did listen to all of them, so you don't have to. So what is the worst Blondie record? Banger and stinker from each of them. What do you got? Go.
Do we not do 6 Degrees of Tom DeLonge anymore? That's fine. We'll just skip it.
I didn't want to bring it up because I did not do it this week. So I was hoping
we'll skip it then.
No,
I did it. We'll just skip it.
No, let's do it. Let's do our 6 Degrees of
Tom DeLonge. I always do my homework. It's not a big deal.
You didn't do it for the last 2 weeks. But yeah, 6 Degrees of Tom DeLonge. That's where we connect the band of the week to our boy Tom DeLonge. And to Blink and all that shit. So what do you got then? Go.
We didn't do 6 Degrees at all during SST season because it's all going to lead back.
No, we did.
No.
I think we did. I did it for Motorhead. I know you didn't do it for Motorhead.
I didn't do it for Motorhead because I had a hard time even fucking finishing most of it.
I did it for Plus 44, and you didn't do it for Plus 44.
I didn't do it for Plus 44. It was too hard. It was too stupid. Anyway, yeah. So,
what do you got? 6 Degrees.
Debbie Harry. She had Terry Bozzio on drums for her Deaf, Dumb, and Blonde record from '89. Terry teamed up with this guy named Chad Wackermans for a record in 2001 called Duets. Chad's younger brother is this one dude named Brooks.
Chad is his dad, right?
Brother. Maybe the dad's name is also Chad, but it's this Chad Wackerman is his older brother.
Okay.
Chad, Brooks, just like generic names. And then Brooks to Tom. Those are fucking generic names.
Brooks is not that's not a generic name.
Not that our names are any different.
My name's not generic. I have a very unique name.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay, there you go. Very good. Very good, guy. Very good.
Guy. Hey, you fucking guy.
Hey, you fucking guy.
Fuck you, you fucking guy.
So let's get into this. 11 records. What's the worst Blondie record? Go. Oh, also, we're doing Blondie because we're in Lost episode season. I forgot to say it. We're Lost episode season. We're doing bands and albums that we've done before but are no longer available on the streaming sites because they were so long ago. And we did this one a very long time ago. But I'll get more into that on the main episode. But anyway, that's the reason for this. What do you got? Worst Blondie record? Go.
All right. The worst Blondie record. The only record by Blondie that I thought was kind of like, I don't know, man. Overall, there's nothing here for me. And that's The Hunter. The Hunter. Their 6th record, 1982. This is not a good time for the band. Drug problems, health problems, fighting. Their worst fucking album cover by far.
Yes.
This is the worst of their new wave stuff. It's like the most boring attempt at putting punk back into their music and then deliberately adding disco to negate any sort of punk that you did. So it's just not good. It's not good. War Child was my stinker. I don't know. None of these songs are like stinkers. Like some of them are like, okay, that's fine. That's not very good. But a lot of them had just parts that I fucking hated. This one had a part where it's like, okay, why do we need to ruin this with like men at work, horns and sax and shit like that? The banger for this one is For Your Eyes Only. This is so much better of a song that could have worked better in the movie.
It's still not a good song,
shit.
Though.
But this is a better song than Sheena Easton. Sheena Easton, that song fucking dates. It dates that movie, and that I don't know. That Sheena Easton song just dates itself.
Well, it's not even a great Bond movie. It's like a lower tier Bond movie, like most Roger Moore ones are.
But this was going to be, because this is after Moonraker, right?
Yeah.
So this was going to be like because Moonraker was just such low hanging fucking fruit. Like everybody fucking was like, "This is dumb, bro. What are you doing?" Like this was a big comeback. Let's have better writing and thicker plot, and I really don't even remember this movie that well, to be honest.
Dude, it's
but like, it's a shitty theme song. At least like Blondie's version, it does date itself, but not in the way Sheena Easton does, because Blondie is such like a per decade thing. They can do this sound in the 70s all the way to the 2000s, and it still sounds kind of fresh. Not saying this is a playlistable song or like a banger. It's just this was the most interesting song, I guess.
But it's only interesting because of its history. Otherwise,
Correct.
It's not.
Otherwise, I would give two shits about it.
Exactly.
At all.
Now you got me all fucked up. So now I have to make sure.
Now it's all fucked up.
Hold on. Let me see here. No, For Your Eyes Only was in 81, and then Octopussy was 83, and then his last movie, A View to Kill, was in 85. There you go. Roger Moore playing Bond.
What was the
because you said, was this the last Bond movie that Roger Moore did? And I said no.
I asked you if this was after Moonraker.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah.
But then
so you wasted my time.
That got me thinking.
Your time. And
it was definitely after.
I
said. I know it was definitely after Moonraker, but then I thought it was second to last. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Fucking hell.
So what if we ask you their questions? We don't answer the question. We just talk about something completely different.
It wasn't something completely different. It was still related to what was said. Anyway, my number 11 is Hunter as well. 6th record, 82. I agree with everything you said. It was them trying to do some of the punk stuff, some of the new wave stuff, and it just sounded like crap. And the production, it has just a lot of that 80s sounding production, which I cannot stand. They were just trying to make something that was relevant to music at the time, not only musically, but also with the cover, like you said, the worst cover they could possibly do. Debbie Harry with the big teased hair. It was awful.
It was so bad.
Terrible
cover. I know it's like purposely supposed to be over the top and like
I
did get like glam metal and stuff, but it's so fucking bad.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. And I agree with you. The For Your Eyes Only, it's not my banger on here. I don't have really, I listed a banger, but it's still not a banger. But the For Your Eyes Only is, it's certainly better than the Sheena Easton one. Yeah, but it's still dated as hell. Both versions are dated. I don't care. This is, like you said, this is the last record they put out before they broke up, and because they were always a mess of a band, and they still are a mess of a band. So banger, The Beast, kind of a rockin' song, but still not very good. Stinker's Orchid Club, terrible song. Terrible. So what do you got for number 10? Go.
Number 10. I have some pretty wild rankings that might upset some people in various capacities.
Number 10, Parallel Lines.
Probably not this one. Yeah, come on. The Curse of the Blondies. The Curse of Blondie.
Wow.
Their 8th record. I definitely can hear them getting back to their first couple records here, but like obviously you can't deny the usage of heavy electronic elements. Everybody was doing in the early 2000s. Like we both like that era of pop music. Everybody fucking does, because it was made to have people like us enjoy it and love it, because they're going to capture the pop kids anyway. So like, why not get us? But Blondie was and will always be a pop act. Like that's in their heart. That's what they are. They're nothing better than that. But at least they could write good, catchy fucking songs. This fits in with that history, but it's just not that interesting. And there's a lot of times where I'll go over some of these records that people hold in such high esteem that I just don't find them interesting. This isn't interesting, but it's still decent pop from this era. Good Boys, that was the big single. I thought it was a pretty damn good pop song through and through. Golden Road. This was more like Eat to the Beat kind of sound of the new wave shit that I really don't like.
Okay. Fair.
Otherwise, I don't care about this record. As my minimal notes suggest.
Okay, honestly, they only have one bad record, and that's Hunter, or The Hunter, or whatever. That's literally the only bad record. Everything else here is, I wouldn't even say mediocre. It's just good, good to fucking amazing.
I'd sit through all of it.
Yeah, I
1.5.
Prior to this week, I thought, man, this week is gonna drag. It's gonna suck so bad. I thought later, like anything after Auto American, I just thought, and even Auto American, I thought beforehand, I thought this is just gonna be a fucking boring as fuck and terrible. But honestly, there's good shit on every single record outside of the Hunter or Hunter, whatever it is. So number 10 for me, No Exit, 7th record from 1999. Yeah.
Whoa.
So I know you really like this record, and I went back
That's
and listened to it.
crazy.
I went back and listened to it again today for the second time, and I still feel the same way. So this is the first album they had done in 17 years. Most of the OG lineup are on this record, but I thought it was pretty mediocre. I thought they went back and did some of the new wave stuff, mixed in some of the reggae, a lot more jazz on this one as well, and but not like big band jazz, but just more like loungy jazz almost.
Big band jazz is good too.
It's good too, but there's certainly a difference. So, but otherwise, I thought it was just a little lackluster and a little boring. I didn't feel like Debbie's voice was powerful. I didn't feel like she was as engaging as most other songs, most other albums. Like I said, it's not a bad album, but it's just I was a little bored with it both times I listened to it. Now I will say, one of their best songs is on this record, and that is Maria. Maria is I mean, I can't even like kind of verbalize how beyond of a banger that song is. It's so unreal. It's such an unreal song. One of the greatest songs I have heard in years. And I know the song's from 1999, but still, it's one of the greatest songs I've heard in years. Like I would put this up with like when we heard Winona Fighter last year. Like you just get obsessed with it. You just love the song so much.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with Maria right now. I fucking love this song. I'll listen
I
to
mean,
it on
like-
repeat. I'll listen to it on repeat.
Dude,
I
it's
love
fucking 1999, right?
Yeah.
It's not just us. No one's listening to Blondie in 1999. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's, like, come on.
But
Let's
this is
be real.
but Maria was a big hit for them too when it came out.
Huge hit.
Yeah, it was
Huge.
massive. But otherwise, yeah, the record is a little lackluster. My for me at least. Stinker, No Exit, hands down the worst song. The one with
Yeah.
Coolio, the rap song. It's bad. It's forced. Even when she was doing I forgot what song it was on the
Rapture.
Rapture. Yeah, the Rapture. That song's not very good either. The early rap
Oof,
stuff.
we'll get into that too.
But otherwise,
Good.
yeah, No Exit. It's not. The song itself is terrible, but the album it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. So what do you got for number 9?
All right. I'll get more into it when I get to my number 1. So my number 9 is Eat to the Beat, their 4th record,
All right.
1979. This is another fan favorite. There's 2 fan favorites that I rank pretty low because I don't find these interesting. And like, yeah, I know they had songs like Victor where it's fucking wild and she screams and it's great, whatever. I don't give a fuck. What made this band stand out, what makes this band stand out, is again throwing out catchy tunes with a little punky attitude of it all. But this is just such like a safe transition from Parallel. It just seems like a safe record. There's nothing on here that's like, okay, this is different. Like, yeah, but like even then, they're not pushing the boundaries, right? Like when we had like Rapture and stuff like that, it's like, oh, I can't believe they're doing hip hop. They were still already kind of doing that in Parallel Lines and B4. Well, they did like a reggae song. They were still already doing that on Parallel Lines and B4. It's just now they have a song that is that. Each of the Beat is just, I think it's boring. I think it's fucking boring. Fuck off. I don't care. My banger is Die Young, Stay Pretty. For no other reason that it was just like the most interesting song on the
Good
record.
song.
Very, very No Doubt sounding.
Yeah.
And when I say, obviously, when we say like this sounds like No Doubt, I'm not saying like they stole it from No Doubt. It's all the way around. But I hear a lot of
course.
and like Gwen has said, like Debbie Harry is like an icon for her, and she loves Blondie. But I hear a lot of No Doubt in this song, which is cool. My stinker, and this is kind of a stinker to be honest, was Atomic or Atomic, if you want to.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a lackluster song, and that was like a big single for them.
So like this, there's a really great instrumental bit in here, like in the middle of the song, that's fucking dope, and they get into this really just like they dig into this groove that's still disco, but it's also just kind of like them jamming along. But this is the only song that I hate her vocals. She just fucking whines the whole goddamn time. And she never does that.
Yeah.
She's not like the greatest fucking singer in the world.
She's
But
solid.
like she makes do with what she has. And she
What-
makes
what
it
she
sound
has.
great.
What
What she
she
has is halves like a loaf of bread.
Yes.
But she makes do with what she has. And this is not I don't understand why this song is so popular. This is a
get it
stinker.
either.
This song's a stinker.
All right.
It's unlistenable.
I don't think it's a stinker, but
It's unlistenable.
okay. Settle down.
It's
Settle down,
unlistenable
young man.
because of Debbie Harry.
All right, my number 9 is Pollinator, 11th record, last record they put out. This was in 2017. this album's fine. It's fine. It's definitely back to their rock and new wave roots, but it's just not that exciting. It's like they were doing some cool shit up until this point, like some more modern stuff, but it still worked really well. And this throwback, I just thought it was, I don't want to say uninspired, but I was a little bit bored. I was a little bit bored with it. And I only put it higher than No Exit because there's no true stinker like there was on No Exit. Because the song No Exit, like I said, terrible, terrible, terrible song. But Pollinator, the stinker for me is Fragments. It's still not a terrible song, a bad song, but I kind of had to choose something here. Banger is Gravity. But otherwise, there's not really a lot.
Fighting the Gravity?
Yeah, Fighting the Gravity by Blink. But yeah, Pollinator, I just don't care. I don't really have that many notes for it. I really don't. I just think it's pretty middle tier. So what do you got for number 8? Go.
This is the other one that might upset some people. Plastic Letters, their second record, 78. I don't know. I don't think it's interesting. It's just not. It's not as childish and innocent and raw as their first, but it's not like put together and like overproduced as their later records. I think it's still a solid record. It's still a fun listen. And listening to the live stuff this week, I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. I do enjoy this, but the reason I put it here is because there's only one song on this record that I would playlist, that I did playlist, that I would listen to again, and like that's why it sits here. So if you said like, hey, do you want to listen to this or this? I'm not going to choose this because there's only one song on here that I think is a fucking beyond banger. Okay. That's Denis, right? The cover song.
Yeah.
Debbie Harry sings in French, and it's to fucking die for. To die for. Good Lord. And we'll get more into just like why she is just so beloved by everybody, because she rightfully should be. But yeah, Plastic Letters. My worst song, I don't even fucking know, dude. Like Bermuda Triangle, that's the one that came right after Denis. Just like, damn, bro. Like, how do you go from Denis, right? So poppy and uplifting and so great and so quirky and just so cute, right? Just like, oh, I want you to pinch your cheeks. And then Bermuda Triangle, like, ugh.
All right. My number 8 is Ghosts of Download. 10th record from 2014. This is probably the biggest departure they've ever had from their normal styles. This is a much more electronic based record. You out of beer there, or what's going on?
I think there's a bug in there.
Oh, okay. Well, this record, is there a bug? I don't see a bug. Oh no, I see something, I think. All right. Anyway, Ghosts of Download. This is the biggest departure. More electronic based. They had multiple producers and a lot of guests on this record, more so than they've ever had. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just it seemed like they were trying to do something to stay a little bit more relevant within the music scene, because their last couple records weren't massive hits. They didn't have big hits off of them. So I get why they were doing it, but even still, it didn't make for the greatest record. There are a lot of points on this record that sound like Aqua. That's like musically sounds like Aqua, and vocally sounds a lot like Aqua as well. A lot of the way that they phrase certain words, her and the singer from Aqua, are very, very, very similar on this record compared to Aqua as well. So that's just cool. I liked it. Banger is Rave. This song was really fucking good. Really good. Stinker, I Want to Drag You Around. In the end, there's nothing really terrible about this record. It's very of its time. It's a little bit dated. I know it's only 11 years ago, but it's still pretty dated. But yeah, anyway, that's what I got. Ghosts of Download, number 8. What do you got for 7?
I can't believe you like the fucking, like, they're strictly like new wave sounding records so much. Number 7, Auto American, their 5th record, 1980. People put this one really high too. Honestly, it's not that great of a record. Like, there are a lot of songs on here that are interesting on paper, but it's just not a cohesive record. It's a collection of like ambitious tunes that are historic in their own right. Like, they did love a lot of music, and like that was a cool homage to like niche or underground things, right? Mm-hmm. Like when we're talking about like Rapture, we're going to talk about The Tide is High. Like, those are things that like nobody was really talking about in like the mainstream, and Blondie at this point are in the fucking mainstream through and through. It's a cool record in theory, but it's not a great record. It's just fucking not. I mean, I rate it number 7, right? It's still pretty high. It's not a bad record. It's just not as good as people say it is.
Once again, these are all good records outside of the Hunter. But
yeah, it's true.
At least at this point for me, I'm not at vinyl. I would not get anything on vinyl yet.
I'm definitely not either.
Yeah.
The Titus Heights was my banger. Like obviously that's the highlight. It's fucking great. It's a fantastic job at that updating a classic.
Oh, it's so good.
But the worst song on here, and this is not even being like edgelord Tyler status. This is through and through. Rapture's not a great song. I get it. Like we talked about this during hip hop season. It's important to rap because like it gave the world a glimpse into the world of hip hop, and people that were otherwise like disinterested or didn't even know about the underground world of like late 70s hip hop. Like this showed us. This showed everybody. But the song's just not good. It's just not a good fucking song. She's terrible at fucking rapping. Like, first of all, they're not good musicians, too, and we'll get into that.
Yeah, on the main episode.
And she has horrible flow. And so when they're not just doing pop songs, she has no idea what the fuck she's supposed to do. And like Rapture shows it. It's cool and it's hip and it's beatnik and it's like, yeah, man, I'm fucking from New York and I'm tight and I'm cool. But, man, this song fucking sucks.
Is that how people in New York talk?
Yeah, man, I've been there fucking twice, so I know. I know.
You have more experience than I do. I've never been.
I know how they fucking talk over there. New York.
And Polly over here.
That song really does suck. I'm going to say it. That song sucks.
It's not a great song. So my number 7 is Panic of Girls, 9th record from 2011. Dude, what do you
fucking do? Why do you... all you do is love bullshit EDM pop like dance music.
What are you
and
talking
every record
about?
You've just like gotten rid of all the good pop stuff they've done.
I'm saying this is full of like just really great pop rock songs. It's a solid record. There's of course some new wave thrown in
letters
there.
You each of the beat higher. Like, I don't know.
I like this record. I thought it was a really good record. I really, really did. I mean, we're so far into their career, and the fact that they're still making music that's relevant and exciting, and just fucking good. And like you said just a few minutes ago, from a group of people who aren't the greatest musicians at all, but they're still able to write good fucking songs, which is really cool. So yeah, Panic of Girls. This is my banger is Mother. I think this song is just incredible too. Yeah, not the Danzig version, but this.
Dude, know Mother sounds exactly like fucking Let It Go, right? The chorus in Mother and the chorus of Let It Go, even though Let It Go came out after Mother did. But yeah,
is
Let
it?
Go, na na na,
Oh,
na
is
na
it?
na. Yeah, but like again, Let It Go came out after.
Yeah,
Mother
it did like a couple years later, but
same fucking tune.
Is it? Oh, that's gonna make me really mad if you're right.
Listen to it tomorrow.
Or
listen to it when you edit the pod.
Yeah, I'll listen to it
like,
tonight. Oh, yeah. I don't like that. But anyway, I like Mother a lot. I like Clem's hi-hat playing on this. I love the 16th notes. I think it just gives it so much excitement. I love that shit. Stinker, Girly, just a really stupid, cheesy, dumb reggae song. Sometimes they fucking nail it with the reggae stuff. Sometimes it's just super lackluster, and this is one of those moments. So, Panic of Girls, it's a good record. It's good. Wouldn't get it on vinyl. Still not vinyl worthy yet. But, yeah, there you go. What do you got for number 6?
Number 6. No? Yeah, number 6. Pollinator. Polly Van Daminator. I think this is the best example of 70s Blondie in the modern setting. This sounds like Blondie. It plays like Blondie. It feels like Blondie. Everything about this is Blondie. It's older. No frills, no fuss. This is like the last... There's nothing about this that I really dislike, and that's why it's so high. But there's nothing about this that I think is like, holy fuck, that was really, really good. It's just good filler. Good filler. And nothing wrong with good filler. Okay, nothing has to be great. Yeah. Nothing wrong with good filler.
That's
Best
what a lot
Day
of
Ever.
These albums are, which is good.
Best Day Ever. That was my banger. Fucking unreal, fucking catchy song. Easy sing along song. And then When I Gave Up on You, that was my stinker. Or my least favorite song. This one just sounded like nothing like Blondie, nothing like Debbie. So much vocal effects that it was distracting, and she just doesn't need it. She never needed it. And then when I get into the higher things, I'll talk about like why it's okay to not sound like Debbie, but also still sound like Debbie. That is it. That's my number 6. It'll make sense. It'll come around.
That's your number 6. All right, my number 6, Plastic Letters, second record from 1978.
Finally.
Yeah, I know. This record's still good. It's still good, but yeah, it's clearly. they were trying to make their first record again, but it lost a lot of its edge from their first record. The songs aren't quite as catchy, but even still, it's a solid record. And following up that first one, how are you going to do it? I mean,
Can't.
they tried, and in the end they did a good job. But yeah, I don't have really that many bad things to say about it. Youth Nabbed as a sniper, that one's my banger. Stinker's Cautious Lip. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. This is another one where it's good stuff. It's good songs, a good album, but nothing really resonated with me on this one. And it doesn't have like the history, I feel, of the other albums we talked about, even though they came later in their career. They were just kind of doing more of the same, but they just didn't do it quite as well. But it's still solid. So Plastic Letter is my number 6.
Yeah. There's really nothing wrong with like placeholder records, right?
Yeah, and that's what this is.
Like, but there's nothing like it's still a good fucking placeholder record. It's still something that I would rather listen to than the entirety of the Deftones discography and all but one of Ghost, right? Like it's a good placeholder. Doing what? I'm just saying, like it's still a good placeholder record, and I do enjoy it. But it's a placeholder record.
Okay.
Number 5. Number 5 is Ghosts on the Boardwalk. Ghosts of Download. Ghosts of
I knew you would like this record a lot. I knew you would like this record a lot. I just fucking knew it. Not that it's a good record. It is a really good record, but I just knew you'd really love this one.
We're not fresh off the heels of Pitbull season, but we're still close enough to where like
there's a lot of Latin stuff on here.
Like the roots of Pitbull are still kind of like still in me. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to dance to this. Like that's the biggest takeaway here is like there's Spanish on this, all over this. There's a lot of Latin all over this. But what a weird way to release a record, right? They do some like double album thing where the first part is just their classic greatest hits,
yeah.
But re-recorded in 2014, and it doesn't sound like her. So everyone's kind of like, what the fuck is this? Why did you do this? Whatever. But
it was a weird marketing thing that they did. Yeah.
But they also don't lay really heavy on the advertisement of the new release of this. They lay heavy on the advertisement of Debbie Harry and like the Andy Warhol blonde picture thing or whatever it is, right? Like that's what they advertise, and that's what they always have, and that's fine. That's Blondie, named after her. So it's just a weird way to release a record. It's heavy on the EDM, which is era appropriate, and she's still got like the spunk and the spryness of her younger self. I think these songs are super textured and layered. Not just with like reggae beats or Latin beats, but there's a lot of reggae all over these things, and they kind of go hand in hand. You can do hand on hand. You can do hand on hand. Yeah, you can do hand on hand.
Yeah, okay.
Just because you hold hands, you don't always go like this. Sometimes you go like that when you hold hands. That's fine. I guess it would make more sense if you did it this way, right? Palm on palm rather than like, that'd be a weird way to hold hands. But anyway, my Stinkers Relaxed, the Frankie Goes to Hollywood cover. They do good covers. That was a weird cover.
That was a weird cover, though. That was a really weird one.
They do really good covers, and when they do a cover, it's almost like a deliberate attempt to say, hey, we love this song. This song represents who we are as a band. Let's really make it our own. And every single time, they fucking hit it out of the park. Except this one. This one kind of sucks. And I enjoy the Frankie Goes to Hollywood cover, or the original, more than I do this one. But it could also be because of Zoolander, too, and I think that was a whole big part of Zoolander. Relax.
But even the original song's not that good.
It's a cool song, though.
It's not that good of a song. It's really not.
It's maybe just being too fussy. So I had a Rose by Any Name as my biggest, but today I changed it to I Want to Drag You Around, because my God, dude, you need to go back and listen to this one. This is such a fucking dope, like down tempo pop song. Holy shit! It's something you just don't hear that often from the big ladies in pop of this era, the Gagas, the Perrys. Like you just don't hear this kind of pop song from them. Yeah, Ghost of Download. Ghost of Download was cool. Going, yeah. This is fun. This is a fun one.
It's good. Very good. My number 5 then is Auto American. This is their fourth record. I think I didn't even write it down. But no, it's a good record. It's a big departure from what they had done so far. Only in that but one of the big reasons is that there's a lot of big band kind of jazz stuff thrown in here. This is actually the record that made me look up the Jazz Passengers that Debbie Harry sang vocals on one of their full length records, and then a couple other songs here and there throughout, the 90s and stuff. But But I mean, I think her voice fits really well with jazz style music. I don't think that Passengers record was that great.
It was not good at all.
Yeah, it really wasn't. But her voice fits that. but her voice fits the jazz style really well. So had she got with like a really good group of people, it would have been way, way fucking better.
Dude, she's not Peggy Lee. She tries hard to be Peggy Lee. She's not Peggy Lee.
And that's fine. You don't need to be. You don't need
then
to
don't
be.
do it. Then don't do it.
But anyway, so I did like Auto American in that there was so many different styles. The reggae, the new wave, the pop rock, the jazz big band stuff. There was a lot to kind of digest here. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this record. It might go down a little bit in rankings if I listen to it more, but in the end, it's a pretty good record. Pretty good banger. The tide is high. I mean, come on. Yes, it's a cover, whatever. But goddamn, dude, this song is truly, 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 truly incredible.
There's a little horn part too. They go.
Oh my god!
Like
Just everything about the song. Everything about that song is so incredible. Stinker. Europa is my stinker. It's the first song. It has a lot of that spoken word stuff. It's just so fucking cheesy and stupid. But also the Rapture. Yeah, the hip hop song is not. It's not a good song. She tries.
It's not good.
She tries, but it's not very good. So I get its importance because she was introducing hip hop to more of a mainstream audience. I get it, but the song is not that good.
It's bad. It's a bad song.
Auto American, my number 5. What do you got for number 4?
Number 4, Panic of Girls.
Panic at the Disco. Yeah.
Girls. Panic of Girls. Their 9th record, 2011. I guess to sum up, this is just a better Ghost of Download. I like this era of Blondie. The sound. It doesn't sound like Blondie. Like they've always been a band to push out of what people expect them to do and just do whatever the fuck they want. Right? That's why we got like their first record. That's why we got Parallel Lines. That's why we got Auto American. That's why we got so many different things because they're just doing whatever the fuck they want to do, even if it's not good. And really, Debbie and Chris are the ones who drive the band forward into random territories. Whatever. I don't care that Debbie doesn't sound like her normal self. It's decades later. Get over it. Fuck off. Her voice doesn't sound like an old person trying to sound young, right?
True.
Like we've heard so many legacy acts, and I was reading another Reddit post where someone was like, "Yeah, do you remember when Rod Stewart was doing that shit? And he was doing his anniversary tour, and he was in his 70s, who was big in the 70s, and trying to reinvent himself as a crooner." And everyone's like, "What the fuck is this? Bro, you're old as fuck. Don't do this. Don't try and mask your voice." Debbie, embraced it. It's her singing without any help. It's raspy in a way that demands respect rather than elicits pity.
Respect.
She never sounds like I should that's pathetic. It's oh damn, this sounds like a girl who's been around for a minute, and I respect that. I like that, and that's what we'll get into the whole Debbie thing because how can you not love Debbie Harry?
I know,
right? But
right.
What I heard is the banger. What a catchy fucking dance song. Good God. And Le Bleu, that's my worst song. I like the idea of the song. I like what it's doing. I like the according. I like the French. But this is. Again, the way we just mentioned, she's trying to be Peggy Lee here, like the Fever kind of delivery. Mm-hmm. Give me fever. It doesn't work. You can't do it. That's not your thing. And I appreciate you 9 records later trying to branch out and do something different, but it's a little too on the nose for me, and a little too on the nose for this late in your career. Throw this on Auto American, I might have a different opinion. I don't know, but here, doesn't work.
All right, there you go. My number 4 then is the Curse of Blondie, 8th record from 2003.
You said that
I
one.
know.
Yet.
This one really, really surprised me. This one got shit reviews. It was very forgotten about at the time, coming after No Exit, which was this kind of a big hit because of the Maria song. But this one was not popular, especially at the time. And but I like this one. This is probably their most rocking album they've ever done. I don't want to just say heaviest record, but just the most hard rock oriented record they've ever put out. Much bigger guitars, not a lot of new wave to it, and I just thought it was just interesting all around. Every song kind of has their own thing going on, and nothing really kind of blends together. It's just a really solid fucking record. I like this one a lot. I know you ranked it pretty low, but it's a pretty.
It was like the worst.
It's like a solid.
Hunter.
It's like a solid rock record. It's honestly, I think it's a solid rock record. Banger is Last One in the World. That's literally the heaviest song they've ever put out. It's very Smashing Pumpkins, guitar playing, drumming. It's very, very Smashing Pumpkins. But vocals, man, dude,
I knew you'd pick that one too.
the vocals, the chorus. The chorus is so catchy. It's so simple. It's so straightforward, but it works for kind of like the kind of, I don't want to say dumbness of the song, but just kind of how straightforward rock the song is. Everything just blends so well on that particular song. But it's a cool record. It's a really cool record. I think people should listen to it more if you've never listened to it. It's solid. 2003. So get into it. The Curse of Blondie.
Okay.
What do you got for number 3? Go.
Number 3, No Exit. Damn, bro, you shat on this so hard.
I don't know. Like I said, I listened to it twice. This is the only one I went back and listened to twice.
So like, there's two kind of different like approaches you can take to this. 17 years from their last fucking record. That's crazy. At this point, they should have been teetering dangerously close to the edge of like legacy act.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be okay if they just came back and were a legacy act, play their greatest hits, and had a fulfilling career of just playing casinos and shit. And like, nobody would have batted an eye. Nobody would have cared. People would have still seen them, and they could have made a good living. Instead, they drop a fucking bomb of a record, dude. There's some absolute bangers.
And when
here.
you say bomb, you mean that in a good way.
Like all bombs are good bombs. All bombs are good bombs. All bombs are good bombs. There's absolute beyond. Dude, the first 3 tracks of this record are all beyond bangers. 1, 2, 3, bada bing, bada boom. I like when a band can come back in a different decade and fuck up everybody else that's from that decade, right? Like Eminem did with the mumble rap shit. And when Eminem did his record, Eminem's got a cuss in his rap, but like Eminem a couple of years ago when he dropped that record and he did mumble rap, and we're like, God damn, dude, like mumble rap's good when somebody good does it, right? When shit people do it, it sounds like fucking ass. But when Eminem did it, like he did it better than anyone I've ever heard. So like when somebody can come back in that specific era and do your genre and your sound better than you, like fuck, man, I respect that. And this is them doing like alt rock, electronic rock, the sound of the 90s, but keeping their own personal touch there on every single song. And it wasn't just like Maria. And yeah, Maria's fucking retarded good. It's so crazy. Fucking good.
That song is incredible.
Like that's a beyond banger. That's a triple B. That's a beyond banger ballad. It's unreal.
Well, I was going to say beyond banger.
I was saying beyond banger ballad because there's not a lot of. First of all, there's not a lot of banger ballads.
Well, it's double
unless
beyond.
Unless we're taking a page out of your book, then your whole fucking book is listed with ballads because you're a fucking ballad man. Ballads. Anyway, Screaming Skin. See, I said ballads. Ballads. Screaming Skin. That's the one I chose to talk about because I'm always going to pick a ska song. And like normally I'd make fun of this kind of thing. Even if it was good, I would still playlist it, but I would still make fun of it. But like Blondie was already doing the ska thing. We just talked about it like long before third wave ska, and they were coming up in the two-tone era. They were doing two-tone stuffs before 1979, 1980. You already kind of heard it in parallel lines in their first record, in their live shows. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. No Exit is a fucking absolute banger. This is such a killer record. I can't believe they dropped something like this in 1999. But again, it's 1999. Like how many historic records were dropped in like mostly like the metal kind of genre in 1999 that where people were like, hey, well, what about Blondie?
That's true.
Like,
yeah.
Nah.
Completely forgotten about band, honestly.
Nah. But yeah, No Exit. Like this is the most hip hop song they've ever done, and it's fucking atrocious.
It's so bad, man. It's so bad.
It's impressively bad.
Like you get one of the greatest songs they've ever put out, and then you get literally the worst song they've ever put out.
Yeah,
like it's unreal.
It's true. It is true. That song is so fucking bad.
Oh yeah. All right. So my number 3 is Blondie's Blondie, first record from 1976. This is a great record. It's an up-tempo, very up-tempo record.
Beat.
A lot of punk elements on here, but it also keeps with a lot of the 60s and early 70s kind of like pop rock kind of stuff because that's what they fight. Their Parallel Lines is just like covered with that late 60s kind of pop sound. But it's all here. There's some really cool squirrely bass playing on here. I think it was great. I think this is the only record that he ever played bass on, right? And then they got
Valentine.
Valentine, and then Nigel, huh? Nigel replaced him after this record, I believe. But there's some great fucking bass playing on this record. And anyway, Blondie's Blondie. I think this is a really great record, and this is where I would get it on vinyl. From here on out, I'm vinyl territory. So banger, Man Overboard has that. It's that funk bass song, some killer synth and bass interplay, great harms as well. Killer fucking song. Man Overboard's great. Stinker, Out in the Streets. It's not really a bad song, but I just kind of had to put something here. So Blondie's Blondie's my number 3. What do you got for number 2?
There's only one Man Overboard I care about, and you know what that is.
So sorry, it's over. There's so much more. Okay.
Number 2, Blondie's Blondie, their first record.
Okay.
Dude. How the fuck are you going to put Eat to the Beat at number 2?
I really like to Eat to the Beat.
That's crazy to me. Like,
I'm surprised too. I'm fucking
You fell down and hit your head, now you're generic boy. You went from ballad man to generic man now. But Blonde, it boggles my mind because it was so hard for me to get through Eat to the Beat and their second record. Because I was like, no, there's got to be something here that I like. There's got to be something here that makes me believe that the people that love these records are correct, and they're not. What I like about female singers is the confidence, right? When they throw out like a first record in a male-dominated scene, there's already a microscope on them. Like, I don't hate them because they have a girl singer. I hate them because of X, Y, and Z. But like we forget that if it was like a male band, you wouldn't even be looking at Y and Z. Right? Like you're only doing that because you want to pick apart why you don't like this person. And just even like subconsciously doing so is because they have a female singer. They drop this and just Debbie sounds fucking confident. She sounds feisty. Not in like the fight you kind of way, but more in like you can tell she's been around and seen some shit and just doesn't want to fucking deal with your bullshit. They don't give a fuck. They're good. They're fine playing CBGBs and sounding like shit. And they don't give a fuck. They don't care if they ever get better.
They kind of
if this doesn't work out, and if this doesn't work out, then fuck it. These songs aren't really punk, but they do have aggression to them. They're catchy. They're fun. They don't lose like that Blondie aesthetic, but they also aren't just like churched up, almost at all. And the Ramones did the same fucking thing. Lee talked about the 60s. Mm-hmm. Dude, Ramones is a 60s pop band just put to like a more aggressive guitars.
Yeah.
Blondie did the same fucking thing, except they just added a little bit of sex appeal, but not selling out to it, right?
Yeah,
sex appeal, but don't sell out to it. Like, god damn, this record is unfucking real. But yeah, that's those are all my praises. Giant Ants from Outer Space.
That's a cool.
That was
song.
my banger.
That's such a cool song.
Oh my god, dude,
it's good. That almost broke my top 10. That almost broke my top 10.
It's so fucking ridiculous. And this is your first record too. Like, we want people to take us seriously, and you put out like the most unserious, dumb fuck song possible. It's a banger of a new wave song, lighthearted, very punk in its delivery, because like everyone's just having such a good time with it. I don't have like a worse song. I did pick "Look Good in Blue" because it was the most generic of these first songs. Mm-hmm. But goddamn, like anything else could have been like the banger for here, because this band was cool in that first run. They were.
All right, so my number 2, Parallel Lines. Just kidding. No. It's Eat to the Beat. It's Eat to the Beat. 4th record from '79. This one is kind of, I don't want to say it's like the B-sides to Parallel Lines, but it's very much in the same vein. There's a lot of different genres going on. It's the 60s kind of style meets punk, meets new wave, meets a lot of the synth stuff. There's reggae stuff on here as well. It's a killer record. It's just not done quite as well as Parallel Lines. It's still killer. I would almost compare it to like Van Halen 1 and Van Halen 2. That's kind of what it is. Like Van Halen 2 is fucking great, but it's just not nearly as amazing as Van Halen 1, but still great on its own. And that's kind of how I feel about Eat to the Beat.
That's fair.
Like if you listen to it more, I feel if I listen to it more, I'll like it even more. It's doing a lot of the same shit, but it's still fucking solid. And comparing these guys to Van Halen is not fair, because Van Halen, Roth era Van Halen is just so beyond fucking amazing. But
they're accomplishing different things too.
Yeah,
you shouldn't compare them anyway.
But that's as far as I'll go with the comparison. Comparing this to like Van Halen 1 and 2, pretty much the same songs, but just one is not quite as good. And that's what Eat to the Beat is for me. Normally I hate the 80s synth stuff, but they still did it well enough here where it wasn't cheesy and it didn't come off as really stupid like it did on The Hunter. So I really like that. And they did something really cool with this record that no band had done up to this point. They made a video record. So they made a video for every single song on this album. No band had ever done that before. It was kind of revolutionary, but it kind of fell flat at the time because, I mean, MTV wasn't even out yet. I mean, why would you make a video album when there's nothing yet? MTV came out in 80 or 81, I believe.
You can't like disseminate it to the people. Yeah,
so it was very ambitious, which is cool. But overall, it's a great record. Banger is Living in the Real World. That's such a banger. Stinker, if I had to choose one, would be Shayla. It's still not a bad song, but had to throw something on there. So there you go. Eat to the Beat. I really like it. I get why people like it. And I don't knock you for ranking it so low. I'd get this on vinyl. I like Eat to the Beat. So number one.
Yeah, we have a copy in store.
How much is it?
$15.
Well, I'll give you 14. So number one.
Sell it. If somebody offered me I would sell it for 14. Like, of course.
All right. So number one for us, Parallel Lines. Clearly, that's their best, hands down.
It wasn't even like a
not even
competition.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. So yeah, there you go. That's what we have for this. Let's get into let's wrap it up with our top 10 Blondie songs. We'll just run through them real quick, each of us, and we might interrupt each other, but we'll see. So what do you got?
I'm going to interrupt you for sure.
What's your number 10?
So do you want to do the correct one or the dumb one first?
We'll go with the bad one. That's you. So what do you got?
That's definitely not me. So like my bottom ones could be interchangeable because I changed a lot today. I want to drag you around. I mentioned that from Ghost on the Boardwalk. Ghost of Download. Number 9, Screaming Skin. That was the third wave ska one that I talked about from No Exit. Sunday Girl, Parallel Lines. Maria, No Exit.
Sunday Girl.
Fade,
wow. Okay.
Fade Away and Radiate. Dude, what a banger of a song. Attack of the Giant Ants from Blondie's Blondie. And then Denis. I just love her voice in that. One way or another, like, come on. How are you not going to fucking put one? Whatever, we'll get
into it.
Number 1, Heart of Glass. That's their
You missed
song.
one song, though.
I did, because I want to come back to it.
Oh, okay.
Number 2, I put Call Me. So, how the fuck do you not put Call Me on your top 10?
I never really liked that song.
Just say
I never really liked that song.
I forgot about it.
No, I didn't
because it wasn't on a record. Like, you're fucking.
Which is another weird thing too. That song was never on any of the records. It was just a single.
Because it wasn't supposed to be anything. It was supposed to be a throwaway thing. And then, like,
it's a good song.
The producers,
it's a good song.
The producers of the American Gigolo are like, well, we just want you, Debbie Harry. And she's like, no, fuck off. Like, you get the band and me, or you get none of it. And so, like, they were all in the studio and insisted that they play their own instruments. This is a Blondie song. It's not just a Debbie Harry song. And the fact that you didn't even put it on your top 10 is absolutely ridiculous.
I did not put it in my top 10.
It's stupid and fucking wrong.
Spoilers, I did not put it in my top 10.
Par for the fucking course with this kid.
It would be a top 20 song.
It'd be a top fucking million.
But it just doesn't break the top 10. It's just the way she goes.
Oh, it's so stupid.
We all know that I don't make the rules. So
I know you don't. 3 to 3. Everything else stupid you say.
You like melt down every time. Anytime I
forget all the dumb things you say.
Anytime I throw out one of my stupid little catchphrases, you like melt down. You have to say them all before I could say them.
It's like putting a bunch of marbles in a funnel, and like because there's so many in there, nothing comes out. You know, like I get to, like, slowly percolate them in.
All right, so my top 10 here. Number 10, Rave from Ghosts of Download. This is a very Aqua. It's a very Aqua sounding song. I love it. Number 9, Last One in the World from The Curse of Blondie, the song I mentioned earlier. And honestly, like my bottom 2-3 songs on here, they could be interchangeable with a lot of other songs. This is just how I was feeling.
4.
So Die Young, Stay Pretty from Eat to the Beat. Fucking love that song. Living in the Real World, Eat to the Beat. Mentioned that one already. I'm Gonna Love You Too from Parallel Lines. Killer song. Number 5 is Mother from Panic of Girls. I mentioned that one earlier. Great fucking song. Number 4 is Fade Away and Radiate. We'll get into that song in a bit. Number 3, The Tide is High, the cover from Auto American. You know how much I love this song. You know how much I love this song.
So fucking weird.
God, the original, this version, I love this song. Number 2 for me is Maria from No Exit, which we talked about one of the greatest songs, just fucking so great. And then number 1, Heart of Glass from Parallel Lines.
Can't fuck with it.
Yeah, you really can't fuck with that. Can't fuck with Maria either. Can't fuck
No
with The Tide is
call me.
High either. Fuck. Anyway, so that's our top 10 for
Crazy.
Blondie. So we're gonna get into Parallel Lines. So yeah, we did mention I Know in the rankings, but we're gonna break it down even further. Music, lyrics, how it was made, all that shit. So go listen to that episode now. So that's all we have, and that's it. That's all.